One of Larry's favorite books was The Wind in the Willows. He loved all the characters, especially Mr. Badger. There was something so nostalgic and comforting about the story. That's why he loved it so much. It was an escape from reality for him. He thought his life was all stressful with schoolwork and such. Sometimes he just wanted to run away to the wild woods and live with Mr. Toad and his friends forever. Upon waking up from a silver and gold woven dream, Larry heard the wind outside his window. This wasn't any ordinary sounding wind. It almost sounded like voices. He opened the window to hear it better. He could almost hear voices way off in the distance calling to him. Larry, Larry, come to us. We need you. Maybe Larry was going crazy, but he swore that voice was Mr. Toad's voice. Eager to investigate, he climbed out his window and followed the sound. He didn't even care that his parents didn't know where he was. Larry! Larry! The voice continued to call. Eventually, Larry left behind the familiar suburban neighborhood, now in a dense forest. The voices were closer than ever. There was something familiar about this forest. Then he saw a sign that read, "Welcome to the Wild Wood." This was it. He found it. He couldn't believe it was real. Larry! Larry! We're right around the corner, come on, called the voice, closer than ever. He sprinted in that direction and was met with familiar faces. It was Mr. Toad, Rat, and Mole. Larry began tearing up from happiness. He ran up to each one of them, hugging them tightly. He even gave them a few kisses. He was so happy. "We're very happy you were able to make it," said Mr. Toad. Just then, Rat and Mole grabbed Larry's arms like vices and began dragging him. "Ow! You're hurting me! What are you doing?" "We're taking you to Mr. Badger," explained Mr. Toad. Larry was now even more excited. He was going to meet his favorite character. The three of them led Larry to a clearing, where Mr. Badger was chained up. He didn't look like his usual self. His eyes were as gray as storm clouds. Black foam dripped from his maw. He bore his teeth and snarled while trying to escape from his chains. It was disheartening for Larry to see his favorite character in this state. Molden chained Larry's foot to a post. He didn't notice that the ground was littered with bones. Human bones. Mr. Toad went up to Mr. Badger as Mole and Rat hid behind some bushes. The beast that was Mr. Badger swiped his claws in Larry's direction while bellowing. Then Mr. Toad began chaining him. Larry protested, pleading for him to stop. Right before Mr. Toad freed the beast, he gave Larry a solemn look. "Sorry, Larry. This is what we have to do whenever he gets hungry."